If you sincerely enjoy my work and want to donate, feel free to use the PayPal link down below this video in the YouTube channel, or you can scan these QR codes. Thank you for joining me today. Hello once again, I'm B.R. Schultz. Thank you for joining me. It is January 3rd, 2025. You may remember from the video series that I started back in late November 2024 of hopefully my work can help someone become a millionaire with the expectation or the forecast that markets would decline into March of 2025. Then if the model is unable to help people become a millionaire or sustain their indicators and help assist their indicators into with the timing aspect of possibly becoming a millionaire into March 2025, then possibly the model could help someone become a millionaire from the bottom in March of 2025, right? If the forecast is correct, maybe it has the opportunity to help someone become a millionaire into the macro peak. And so I wanted to go over that today, and the macro market peak is slated for December of 2027. Thank you for joining me. I'm B.R. Schultz. All right, so this is the model that you've seen for, or one of the models you've seen for the prediction that there's a macro market bottom in mid to late March 2025. And so I think that's where the markets are going to hit their final low. And then I can show you where I believe the markets are going to hit their macro peak. Okay, so I found that this gold wave for the daily predicts bottoms at a certain horizontal, but also predicts the macro peak of the market, believe it or not, in many cases. So that I believe, therefore, that after we see the bottom in markets in early spring 2025 or late March 2025, markets will go and hit their peak, their macro peak, in December of 2027. So basically you're looking for this 3 count on the gold wave on the macro scale. You shoot that out to the top, and it predicts where the macro peak in markets will be. So I expect a macro peak in markets right around year end of 2027, maybe into January 2018. It's all very interesting, right? Because that's exactly where it had its macro peak the decade prior, and then markets had a huge drop after the late January of 2018. But that wasn't obviously a macro peak, but it was very quite a drop off, quite a run up too. If you remember that period, it was the markets ran up very strongly into the end of January, and then it had a sheer drop. So basically, the model is projecting that the markets will hit their highest point right around the end of December 2027 or even early January 2028. So if you're watching this in January 2028 or December 2027 and markets are hitting an all-time high at super high scale, the model predicting here in the first week of January 2025 that markets would hit some type of hyper pitch peak. This type of structure setup was able to predict the peaks in markets in late 2007, before the market crashed in 2008, and this model also was able to predict that the markets would peak into early 2011, and then we had the crash in the summer of 2011, and I checked it with the peak in February of 2020. It also worked for that, so I believe that there will hit some type of grand scale peak in markets in December of 2027 after the bottom in March of 2025. So hopefully that's a long-term scale if for the long-term buy and hold investors. Hopefully maybe that makes someone some mad money, and then if it does, hopefully maybe you'll want to donate. So trying to look at every angle possible to hopefully add value for the viewer, and hopefully in December of 2027 you see a huge value in my work. And quite a prediction, right? Let's see, that's 3 years out from now. So thank you for joining me. Until next time, I'm B.R. Schultz. So hopefully you've enjoyed my show today. Warning, this is all forecast use only. Come here. You want to read this for me? What does that say? Forecast.
Forecast.
Use.
Use only.
Only. Right. And what's this say?
Warning.
Disclaimer.
Disclaimer. I am not
A licensed investment professional. That's Latin. So say caveat emptor. Seek professional advice prior to investing. Investing bears risk
of
financial
loss.
Very good. And so basically this is saying if you ever try to invest in stocks or anything else, you could lose money. Warning, warning, warning. And all my graphs are subject to change. And not all the results are not always the same. Yeah. Thank you for reading for me.
You're welcome.
And that's it for today. I'm B.R. Schultz. Until next time, take care.